morning. Here we go. Big morning for United. A lot happening. Oh, and MDL check, right? Here we go, Wan Bissaka. Here we go. Boom. 15 million authorized to travel. All right, what a morning. What a morning for United. What a morning for United. Yeah, I mean, this is incredible stuff, to be honest. What a turnaround from everything. What a turnaround from everything. Actually getting all this done all in one go. Good morning, everybody. How are we today? I know. Well, acceleration of plans. And there's some reasons for that. There's some reasons for that for sure. 1 second. Just catching up, making sure, because things just keep going. Off the record. Yeah. Okay. So, what do we think? How are we feeling? Good morning. How are all of you? There's not just the Euro news, to be fair. There's more to it, in terms of needing coverage. But the biggest thing as well is that, the biggest thing as well, in addition, is United need coverage and waiting for them to give us a reasonable fee, right? To give us the cost that we always wanted. That's what I want to talk about too, because clearly United have got the deal that they wanted in the first place. On these deals, Bayern have come down on the Ligt. So yeah, let's get into it. I think most everybody's here to get started. I want to do the pre-match. I want to talk about the De Ligt signing, the Mazraoui signing, everything that's happened with Wan Bissaka, why, as well as then go through the lineup and the match today and kind of look at what team we actually have moving forward for the season, because I think we really just need one more thing. Yeah, I think we really just need one more thing, which is that midfielder, and I would be through the moon happy with everything that's going on. I would be through the moon. So we'll start kind of backwards here a little bit with Wan Bissaka. As we were talking about, that money could potentially solve this issue. He's been sitting in a situation of not wanting to accept the move due to compensation. If you read the things that are all in there, that's all been confirmed. Let me see. There's something from The Athletic and otherwise, but confirming essentially the issue with Wan Bissaka was compensation, that he wanted to have that compensation as a part of being sold in the final year of his contract, and and that was holding things up, but that there's been a breakthrough there. Now, as I understand it, in the last 36 hours or so, Wan Bissaka was told he is no longer in the plans, and improved compensation was agreed between West Ham and Man United in terms of how they're going to pay him. I don't know the makeup of that. Some maybe from both sides. We'll see, right? And that will improve, and that makes this possible. And part of the reason that this happened in the last day or so, or the last 36 hours, is something that still hasn't come out, but United need more coverage, especially at left back. United need more coverage, especially at left back. Aside from the Euro injury, United need even more coverage. As I mentioned earlier in the week, there was some doubts, concerns still over Luke Shaw. Well, he's not in the squad today, and I think there'll be more to come on that. And that was pushing some change and priorities for United in terms of accelerating things. So yeah, so we signed a right back. Mazraoui can cover left back as well, and yeah, he very much can competently, and knows how to play, knows how to do the role much better than Wan Bissaka can. That helps quite a lot in the short term. And yeah, and that was just something that was needed, and I wondered how it would. I didn't know how this would change United's perspective or change their priorities or which direction they would go. It could have done things either way. Yes, Dalot can cover it too, and then you have Mazraoui on the right and in a natural position. So you have two good fullbacks there who can cover in these positions, in a pinch. So that's all good. That's all good stuff. And yeah, that is a priority that changed, that pushed things forward. And I wasn't sure how. I mean, but I think they decided, look, okay, we need to get this sale done and get something solid in here. And now, yeah, probably in the future we'll still buy a left back, whether it's now or later. I'm not really sure. Yeah, we still do need a left-sided player, but this gives us a lot of flexibility. Look, Lissandro, Yoro, De Ligt, and Maguire as 4 center backs, if Lindelof leaves with Evans as cover, is a really good unit of center backs right now. So that's good. So that kind of accelerated plans and started moving things forward with more money, more compensation. Wan Bissaka becomes open to actually moving. And United get coverage, a bit more coverage at fullback. Mazraoui, the deal was very, very good deal, very good fee, £12 million. So with Wan Bissaka, you're probably making a profit of, something like 12 million, so maybe 9 million in profit, and that basically funds the amortization of these transfers. Now, the thing with De Ligt, again, the issue on all of this was with the deals with Bayern was not the valuation on Mazraoui, that was essentially there, but the valuation on De Ligt. If you go back to the original thing on De Ligt from a month ago, what I said at that time was United wanted to get up to 50 million euros as a total package with add-ons included. That's what they wanted. That was their valuation of the deal. Get up to 50 million euros total, where Bayern wanted 50 million euros base plus add-ons. Even as much as a few days ago, that's what Plettenberg was saying that Bayern wanted. And again, United will not go over their valuation, and they didn't. They stuck to it. Bayern caved in, accepted the deal, 45 million euros plus 5 million euros in add-ons. So essentially, United got exactly what they wanted in terms of the valuation. I mean, 37 million pounds for De Ligt. Now, you could go on about it being ex-Ajax, ex-Ten Hag players. I totally get that too. I've raised plenty of concerns about those kind of things in the past. That being said, these are good signings. These are good signings. De Ligt is obviously somebody United have watched for a long time. Mazraoui as well. And I said before that I had no problem with the Mazraoui signing. On De Ligt, I have a little worry over some of his knee injuries and his wages and things like that. But because we also have Lenny Yoro, that helps. But in addition to that, what I want to say is that the benefit of getting these players on these valuations and not going way overboard on the pricing is, yeah, like compared to Maguire or compared to Antony or even compared to some of the inflated fees we've paid for Onana, Højlund, Mount, etc., right? Some of these other players, right? If you think about that for a minute, what's the problem with like Antony for 80 million? Well, it's been 2 years and his amortization is still 50 million, which means it's near impossible to sell him or move him on if it doesn't work out, right? If you look at De Ligt, 38 million pounds. So what is that in 2 years? Let's just say that it didn't work out. I didn't realize my calculator was going to show up on the screen here. 22 million. Okay, 22 million pounds is what you'll get. Is what his amortization will be in 2 years. 22 million pounds. So if it doesn't work out the way that you want it to, then you only have to sell him for more than 22 million pounds as what, a 25, 26-year-old? No, I was kind of cool that it would, no, the 3 years doesn't matter. How it's paid is not the same thing as amortization. That's just cash flow. It will be amortized still over a 5-year period. Doesn't matter the 3 years. The 3 years is how you pay it. Amortization is going to be over 5, no matter what. Just to be clear, I understand why you're confused about that. This is where it gets confusing. They're going to pay the fee over 3 years. Doesn't matter. For the books, that's a cash flow thing. For PSR, it's over 5 years. So it's, just over 7 million pounds per year. In 2 years, he's only 22 million on the books. If you decide, hey, we need to move him on at that point in time, you have a 26-year-old with good experience, a good player, 22 million pounds. Easy to move and not take a loss on. Mazraoui, if you have to move him in 2 years, it's like a 7 million amortization. It's nothing, literally nothing. And so that's the value of getting players on good costs. If we go through the signings, it's the same for all of them. Xerxes being on a release clause, that 36 million or something like that. In 2 years, if it didn't work out, you have a really young player worth 22 again. If Euro is 52 million, in 2 years, if it didn't work out, you'd have a really young player on 30. But that's not going to happen. But it is interesting, and those are positives on the whole situation, for sure. So this is why they wanted to stick to their fees, because it means that if you let's see, what's 45 million? Yeah, it's 38. Okay, so yeah, if it doesn't work, it's a lot easier to shift them, and yeah, wages can be a factor in that, but definitely a big deal. So this is good. These are good deals. These are good amortizations, and if you think about them per year, between Ligt, this is what's crazy, right, about amortization. I'm going to pull my calculator up, and you're going to see it again. This is what's crazy about the math, okay? On Wan Bissaka, I think we're profiting like 12 million. If we have to pay him out 3 and we profit 9 million. Now, here's where it gets really wild, okay? Blocking my face, which is fine. This is what I want to explain. 38 plus... I think it's 12 divided by 5 is 10. Okay. The profit on Wan Bissaka's sale covers the amortization cost of both the Ligt and the Mazraoui deal this year. Can you believe that? That's all it takes. Okay. It's next, you have them on the books next year, but this year, this fiscal year, the profit of Wan Bissaka covers the cost of Mazraoui and Ligt at these prices. That's why they could do it. That's a big part of them doing it. Now, it's not necessarily contingent. I'm just saying from a financial perspective, they are covered. Between Greenwood, Fernandez, Kambuala, and Wan Bissaka, we've actually spent nothing this year from an amortization perspective. And I know it's really complicated, but we're not that profitable. Yeah, you still have to sell 10 million a year to cover it, and the same next year with the other things, but it gives you time as well. So yeah, big deal, big improvement, big improvement overall. We probably have more profit than we have amortized costs right now. And I know the finances are boring, but the reason it's also important is we still can make another move potentially. We can still make another move potentially moving forward. And we need a midfielder, right? So Wan Bissaka is done. Medical is scheduled for tomorrow. Yeah, and they've agreed compensation. Hang on 1 sec, I'm just going to write them. 1 second here, and then we'll go through the the lineups. But a midfield, that's all we need, and it's not necessarily depending on McTominay for us to buy someone. Yeah, it's not necessarily depending. And yes, as a reminder, while I'm just typing this out, I posted in a link yesterday's live, a thing to join for the watch along in 40 minutes. Do it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Join. Come hang out. It's all free. It'll be a lot of fun. It's a really cool platform. Hold on 1 second. Okay. All right. James, any chance of us making money on Pellistri and Hannibal sales? And what about Lindelof? Yeah, those are still happening. Those are, now you're at a point with Lindelof, right, where you want to sell him and you're going to try to sell him through the rest of the window just to improve the finances. Same with Pellistri, same with Hannibal. A couple other small things I want to share. I have mentioned Sander Berge being an option. There's some stuff about the price going on there. 23 million United, 30 million Burnley, maybe 25 million if this gets done. We made contact with his agent. You saw a lot of confirmations about the whole midfield thing. We're still interested in Ugarte if that price comes down, similar to how it did with De Ligt with Bayern. We're still very interested in him there. But the price has to come down to a reasonable level. We've spoken to Berge. We've spoken to Burnley. And potentially, yeah, we could get some money there. Lindelof, I think Italy is a good option for him. I'm not sure he goes to Saudi, but I think Italy he would be interested in going to. I don't think Maguire's going anywhere. If you look at him, he's important kind of coverage for us, especially right now. So we're still working on all of those. I don't honestly know about the Hermoso or left back, left center back. The more you talk, the more you vacuuming you get done. That's funny. I have no clue on Hermoso. I'd be wary of that one. There's a lot of people talking around him, but I honestly have no idea on that one. That's for sure. I really, really don't. Chalobah doesn't really make sense anymore. We've got another right center back. Left-sided would be something there. Maybe you're looking at someone like Kadioglu, who can actually cover a number of positions still. That could become a priority. That would be good. But yeah, McTominay, there'll need to be a new offer, and he would need to want to accept it. And I'm not sure now where that would go. But yeah. Midfield should be the next priority. It's a little bit unclear if Mazraoui solves what we want for the left side. He might, because he gives us time. He gives us time. Malacia could come back later. Almas could be coveraged, although I think Almas on loan, frankly, would be better for him to play a lot of football, go to the championship, do something like Ahmad did. So, yeah, we'll see. But Ugarte and Berge are the two that I hear the most about from the midfield at this point, like your first choice and your alternative. There's probably other options, but I think those are the two in there. Next year, 3 big signings, center back, CM, and left back, and we're cooking. Well, I agree. If you look at it now, and let's do this. Let's go through. Don't do anything stupid. That's a big ask for me, but hold on. Okay, good. Oh, it did it perfectly. Thank God. It was scary. I never know what's going to show up on my screen. Anyway, I wanted to do that. I wanted to go through this and say, what is our actual, if you look at what we have now with these, following the completion of these signings, what do we have? What do we need? And then what does it mean for next year? Because this is I mean, this is this is so much good business being done. Yes, Mazraoui can cover left back, and that was part of it. Favorable payment terms. Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. Cool. So if you look here, right, Xerxes, I'm putting Xerxes here. Look again, today we're starting with a false 9, and I think that that is an indication of the direction. Look at this, though. I mean, look at the depth that this team has right now, okay, that we are building here. Ahmad starting on the right wing. And now, this isn't the starting for today. I'm just putting I'm just putting the teams in, the whole team, and then I'll look at today's starting lineup. Bruno, Fernandez, Mount. I know, 3 deals in one day. We are cooking. This is where obviously you get a little wonky. Erickson maybe. Yep. Casemiro. McTom. Not that he's really a backup 6, but, you know, it is what it is. Luke Shaw. Mazraoui. Lissandro. And Maguire, essentially now, is what I would gather. Euro. I'm not putting who's healthy. I'm just looking at our team as a total, because it is getting near finished. I mean, this is a good ass team. You know, it's a really good team. All right, and then Onana and Altair Bindir. All right, look at this team. Okay, look at this team. I mean, this is essentially our team. This is what we have. Great at striker. For me, good at left wing. For me, good at right wing. For me, great at the 10. Great with Kabi Mainu. The center backs are, incredible. They're a really good group of center backs. Right back is solved. Left back, I see 2 issues, which is here. You want another left back because I'm not sure you can rely on Luke Shaw, and you need 1 or 2 midfielders. And then you could replace Maguire long term, right? But I don't think it's as urgent now that you've signed all these players. But yes, you could replace him for sure. So let's say this summer we do this, okay? Let's just say it goes really well, and we get and they get who they want. Now you can say you don't want Ugarte. I don't really care if you don't want Ugarte. The club want Ugarte. They've made that very clear, okay? Let's say you get this. I can't add more depth. I can't add more people. Now, what do you need? You need probably 1 midfielder, because you could get Collier coming in next season. You can get, some of the young players in the youth to make up that 6th midfielder. You could do that, and you need a left back. And then you practically have a full team. You practically have a team that's nearly done. So, it's impressive. I mean, this is a very, very good team. This is a very, very good squad overall, and one that I think, anybody would be happy with, at this point in time. That, it's just a really, really good squad as a whole overall. It's a great team. I think you have what you need in nearly every position. If you get Burge here, then you're probably buying another 6 right here next season, like a top 6 next season, and a left back. So you probably look at, a 6 and a left back next year, a left back and a midfielder, and you have a really, really good team. It's obvious what the focus is, a 6 and a left back. And then you have a huge focus. And yeah, Adam Wharton for the future. I mean, that's what I'm saying. If you get Sander Burge this year, go throw 100 million for Adam Wharton next season. Just do it. Just do it. Why not? That's all you really need. And that's why I'm optimistic, because with the amount of deals we've been doing and what's been happening, we are getting close to getting done. So yeah, it's very good. It's very good. I'm very excited. So I'm gonna briefly touch on today's lineup, and then I'm gonna end it, and I'll be doing the watch along. The link is in yesterday's video, but hold on a sec. What does it mean for Gerard Braithwaite? We could get him too. You know, he could be in there. He could be in there. Let me post something really quick underneath here. Let me post something here. Wait, where did I post this? No, it was in a video, yesterday's video, right? Okay, not the watch along, but here. I'm just gonna post this link. Please do join if you want to. Here. Use that link to sign up for the watch along, and then use that code MUPDATE, Mupdate. So today, what do we got? We've got, let's just remove Bruno. Hello, Bruno Fernandes. Here we've got remove, we've got Mount. No, it's a good squad. It's better than a lot of them. Remove Casemiro. Remove. It's a good squad, and it's a young squad that could develop really well. Diogo Dalot's there. Remove Maguire. And remove Evans. Okay. So, yeah. That's what we've got. The link should work. The link should work for you. Yeah. I clicked it. Wait, it says it's not working? Hang on. Here. Do this instead if you need. Wait, hold on. It should work. I don't know why it wouldn't be working. One sec. Try that one. That should work. Yeah, there we go. Try that link, okay? So this would be the team. It probably is going to look, you know, like this. I mean, in a sense, it could even be like, you know, something like this. In possession. You're sort of a 3-5-2 type of dealio. That's how it might look at times. With how Ten Hag likes his false 9 and his 10 kind of wrapping around each other. And this is very, very, you do sign up. It's free. That's what I'm saying. You sign up, you enter your email, use that code, all of that. There's no subscriptions or anything. You just sign up and watch. But yeah, I think this is kind of how it will show up. Obviously, we're going to be hitting on the break a bit, as we usually do against City. Defending strongly, but it's a good lineup, and I think we're going to attempt to control this game more than before. So I'm happy with it, and I think that when we start the season, you'll see similar to this. You know, obviously, I would say you'd see Maguire here, Dalot here, you know, Mazraoui in here, other midfielder, Joshua Zirkzee probably on the opener. But yeah, I would expect we're going to see Mazraoui. I guess it might be too soon for Ligt and Mazraoui, but ideally, I think we want them in so that Mazraoui could start in the opener, for sure. So, all right, I'm gonna end it here because I gotta do stuff and get set up for the watch along. But I wanted to do this video quickly. Let's see. So yes, big things happening today. Lots going on, and a good day overall for United. De Ligt in, Mazraoui in, Wan Bissaka moved on, and yeah, what a day! Incredible stuff. United have fully overhauled that defense now entirely, as they always needed to, and gotten some really good players in, good deals, not overpaid for people. So fantastic stuff. Okay, again, thank you all for watching and hanging out. Come join the watch along in a little bit, and yeah, let's see what next week brings. Hopefully a midfielder to come before the end of the window. But yeah, I mean, you know, we were optimistic. United wanted to do more business, and now they have at least 2 more signings in. Okay, enjoy the game. I'll see you all soon. Have a good one.